Hello everyone out there, this is Peter Harris with Commercial Property Advisors. I hope you're all doing well today. Today what I want to share with you is how to rezone your commercial property and make big profits. And today what I want to do is define zoning for you, first of all, by giving you a real example of Rich and Diane. Okay, so let's get started here. So Rich and Diane inherited this property from Rich's father, 4.84 acres of property, the land here, and it's on the lake. So lakefront property. So as we all know, lakefront property is worth a whole bunch of money. It's very desirable, and everyone wants lakefront property. Okay, so they have probably 250 to 300 feet of lakefront property here to build stuff on. All right, so here's what's on the property currently. On the property currently is a 20-unit apartment building that Rich's dad built, okay, way back when. Today it's worth about $4 million. And what Rich and Diane want to do, since the property has no mortgage on it, it's free and clear, they'd like to refinance the property, pull money out, and build more apartments on it, okay? So their plan is to pull money out, and they want to do two phases. They want to build a 12-unit and then a 20-unit. It's about $9 million worth of apartments there, and it would be very desirable, right? Very desirable. Oceanfront, A-class, views, the beach, the whole 9 yards, okay? Great project. But there's a problem, okay? They couldn't do it, and here's why. It's because this 4.84 acre property is zoned recreational, okay? Not residential, recreational, meaning that all you could do, the property is used for, is camping, hunting, fishing, recreational purpose only, okay? Not residential or multifamily, okay? So they can't build any residential on this property even though it's theirs and they have no mortgage on it, okay? So zoning is a set of rules and laws that regulate what a property can and cannot be used for. That's what it is. And it's usually the city that typically sets these rules and laws. Okay? So the big question is can Rich and Diane rezone this 4.4 acre property and rezone it to be used as multifamily? And guess what? The city said no. And here's why. Okay, so here's the definition that the city gave to Rich and Diane. Zoning protects the character, safety, and stability of residential, commercial, industrial, recreational, and agricultural areas and promotes orderly development of such areas. So that means that their desire to build multifamily on here didn't fit in with the city's plans for this area. That's what zoning is. Okay? So in this video, I want to share with you a real example of one of our students that's going to take a property that's zoned for this, right? And he's going to zone it for this and make a whole lot more money. In fact, he's going to make millions of dollars. Okay? Let's go there next so I can show you the do's and don'ts of rezoning a commercial property. Let's do that next. All right, we're going to start right here with a real example of one of our students' deals. His name is Sam, and he purchased a 387 unit RV storage facility right in my backyard. And the goal here is to purchase the property as is and then take it to 2 stages of rezoning and big picture to make it worth a whole lot more money. Okay, so let me show you how that worked. And just the principle of going from where it is today to rezoning it twice, you'll understand the principles behind what it takes. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Again, this is an example of Sam's 387 unit RV storage facility. His video link will appear right on the screen here, and I really encourage you to watch the video. He purchased it with seller financing, right? No bank involved, right in my backyard. Awesome deals. He's gonna make a ton of money here. Check out the video when you get a chance, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do, I will walk you through the 2 stages of rezoning on this deal, okay? And again, you'll get the principle behind it all. All right, so today, or when he purchased the property is zoned legal non-conforming, okay? This RV subsource facility. Now, let me give you some history. The owner inherited from his father, and who operated from way back when, I think from the 70s, as a RV storage facility. And since then, the city has evolved. It's a huge city now. It's in the wine country in California. Beautiful city, right? Beautiful city. Very, ugly looking junkyard of cars when you pass by, but it has beautiful potential. Now, because the city hasn't evolved, it has determined that this land should not be used as a RV storage facility. Okay, so but because it's been there for so long, for so many years, they're gonna say it's legal there, but it's non-conforming. Okay, so Sam can keep it there, but it's not the right zoning. But it's been there for so long, he can keep it there so long as two things: he doesn't stop operating it as a RV storage, and then he doesn't do any changes. Okay, so he has to continue what he's doing. Okay, so no changes, okay, no construction. So, the end goal is to put RV storage facilities on this land, but he can't do it now with this non-conforming zoning. Okay, he'll need a permit. So the property doesn't even have a permit yet. He needs to get permit for non-conforming. He'll have to hire two people. He'll have to hire a zoning attorney. Zoning attorney is about $300 an hour. He'll also have to hire a city planning consultant who understands how the city planning department works. Okay. Now, it's also important that this attorney understands how City Hall works. That's really, really important, because this whole project, unfortunately, is also political. Okay, so you need to make sure you play that game. All right. So Sam purchased property for $5 million. So it's worth, I think 5.5. So it's worth today that. Okay, what do you pay for the property? Okay, now, so we're going to take it from zoned legal non-conforming, and we're going to rezone it to the next level, which is conforming. Okay, so we're going to take it from non-conforming, and we're going to change the zoning to conforming. Okay, that's going to take about 6 months. It's going to cost about $5,000 or $10,000. Okay, but once it's there, Sam can add canopies. So imagine you have these $250,000 recreational vehicles, these campers, right? They're worth a lot of money. They're in wine country. A lot of wealthy people up there. They will pay for Sam to install a canopy over their camper, and they'll pay $150 to $200 more per month for that. That's huge for Sam's NOI. That's huge. Over 387 units. Do the math, okay? Like I said, it's going to take a half a year. It's going to take some money. It's going to boost his NOI, 30 to 40%. It's going to take the value, once that's done, from $5 million to more than double that, to $12 million. Okay, so that's just stage one of rezoning for big profits, to take it from here to there. Okay, next we're going to take it from the conformed zoning to a whole new category called C3. Okay, C stands for commercial. Okay, in this case, in this county here in California, it's basically it'll be zoned general commercial. Now, what does that take? Okay, to go from conforming to C3, which is general commercial, it takes a lot. Okay, but is it worth it? Yes, because when he's done, the property will be worth $30 to $37 million. Let me show you how he's going to get there by rezoning. Okay, so he'll have to amend the property's general plan with the city. He'll have to get a civil engineer. He'll have to get some planners together. They'll have to have meetings. He'll have to meet with the city. He'll have to get city approvals. He'll have to get a permit for C3. All right. He'll have to have a complete design review by the city. Okay. That's why it's really important that the zoning attorney and the city planner, they are you know, they are connected at the hip so they can take Sam through this process and get this approved. Okay? It's going to take 12 to 18 months, so maybe even longer. So Sam actually has a 3 to 5 year plan, knowing that it could take longer than these 12 to 18 months. This is just in case everything goes well. It's going to cost Sam a lot of consulting fees to get this done. Okay? So, but once he's at the C3 level, it opens up his complete world, right, of what he can do on this property. Okay? If you recall, in commercial real estate or real estate general, right, people say it's all about location, 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 right? You've heard that, right? Well, in our world, in the commercial world, that's only half true. Okay? It's also about zoning, 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 or what we call use, use, use. Okay? Zoning and how the property is used for commercial property determines how valuable the property could be. Are you seeing that here? Okay? So it's not all about location, location, location. It's use, use, use. That's half and half. Okay? All right. So once he gets at C3 zoning, Sam can start to add. He has about 4 acres in the back where he can start adding of empty space. He can start adding sub-storage facilities and buildings and things like that. That's where the value is going to go through the roof. Okay? Where hopefully he can reach this valuation here of $30 to $37 million. Okay? You got it? Okay, so now do you see the process? It's a long process. Yes, it is complicated. I broke it down here for you as simple as I can. This is going to take some time and effort from Sam's team, his entire team. Okay, you got it? All right. So let me give you 3 things or 3 lessons from this teaching here. Number 1 is, don't try to do this rezoning for big profits by yourself. Okay? Guess what? You will fail. Okay? You need help. Sam had to use our attorneys, who turned him on to different attorneys who got him other consultants. So it took a village to get this far. Okay? So don't try to do it yourself. You're going to fail. Number 2, finding what a property is zoned for is easy to do. Okay? So if you are involved in anything outside of a multifamily, like self-storage, RV storage, anything else, to find out what the property is zoned for, all you have to do is call the city's zoning office. Give them the address, and they will tell you exactly what the property is zoned for and what can be built on. Okay, and that's what zoning is. Okay? Now, number 3 is, if planned well and if executed well, you can rezone your properties for big profits. Okay, you sure can. Just ask Sam. All right? All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for hanging out with me on this topic here of rezoning for big profits. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like video. Please subscribe to this YouTube station. Thank you all very much, and I will hope to see you on the next video.